To an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Brooklyn Beats and the Seattle Seahawks. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
First down and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. A shotgun snap for Watson. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
It's now 2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. Well, they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try to run with Carson. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
The score, Seahawks 7, Beats nothing. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here comes Cobb. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 20.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
A little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On first down, it's Carson. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
The tackle made at the...
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
He's going to float this over the middle, deep. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Gerald Everett, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Yeah, he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Here comes Cobb. get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
On 1st down, right back to Lindsey. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
He's tackled.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run here with Lindsey. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And now Watson throws another interception. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
After the interception, here's Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
30-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter.
1st down and goal to go.
On 1st down, Wilson. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this 1st quarter. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. This is Carson. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson escaping the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
1st down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Lindsey. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
They'll try the air now with Watson. Throwing left side, it's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives them a new set of downs. On 1st down, Watson. He finds Randall Cobb on the completion. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Throwing again is Watson. And Cooks has it over the middle. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one goes for 24 yards.
At the 9-yard line.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. This carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, but not much room to operate. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Camden
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now from way back there after the sack. It's 3rd and goal, a long 3rd and goal.
It's 3rd down and goal.
To throw is Watson. Flush to his right. Looking for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. Brandon Cooks. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Takes it at the 7. Gets around him. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
26-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the 2nd half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
They'll find Everett there, complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is going to be intercepted. Vernon Hargreaves with a pick. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But
and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range as well, down at the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Caught left side by Funchess. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Here's Wilson. From the gun, he'll throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, but it'll be 2nd and goal. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That 2nd down play nets a -4. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit.
A 27-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the 2nd half is underway. From the 6. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Vernon Hargreaves with a pick. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And now here is another interception. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson punches with a catch over the middle. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
To throw again. Wilson. Flushed out right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
10 yards to go.
Throwing again here. Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. Wilson will throw again. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. Room to run inside the 40. 30. 10.
Take off your helmet and give me a kiss.
Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try and put points on the board.
And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Beats.
Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To the air yet again. Watson escaping the pressure right. Jordan Reed has it. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 39. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Steps away to his left. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 19. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Buying time to his left. Incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Alton Robinson
Able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. Back now in Seattle, Washington. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Back to throw, Watson. And Mike. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And this will be gathered up in the end zone. And that's a defensive touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Basically, you're not going to outwork two guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else for the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get it. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this is picked up by the defense. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown.
We giving them cake, baby, and they taking it to eat.
This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
This taken in about 4 yards deep.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. Fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense. And this offensive line is really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. They'll run on first down. Carson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Wilson slings this out to Metcalf. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. That catch good for only a couple.
Second and 8 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield now, here's Wilson being chased out left. And his throw is incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
On third down, Wilson. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. Now, defensively here, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And some room to roam now. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
7-yard line.
They'll run here with Edwards. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got it 2nd and goal now as they look for that final dagger. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. They run again with Carson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
23-yard attempt.
And Myers able to knock it through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too.
1st down and 10.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced.
And now off to the races down the right side. Well, That's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Desmond King picks it, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Now with that interception, you feel like we've got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the fourth.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Darnell Savage, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Intercepted. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
After the interception, here's Wilson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got it. Out of the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Tyler Lockett, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the interception by the Seahawks D leads to a touchdown. Well, you normally talk about the mobility and the accuracy first, but the arm strength, that's what can turn Russ into Danger Russ.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how